Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to another legendary tabletop live stream. So today we got another Final Girl. Another episode of Final Girl. So this is Final Girl Series 3. Razorface. Hellscape, or Hell to Pay. Still in the packaging, so we're gonna do a quick unboxing first. Actually, a little different. So we've never done this before, but yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna unbox this and then do a full playthrough. So we've never played this one before. Obviously, it's still in the packaging. But yeah, let's get right into it. See what this has. There's 2 new Final Girls in every box, right? So you get 2 new Final Girls. I seem to always forget that when you beat the game with one of the Final Girls, you get a special weapon. I should be like collecting all these special weapons, but yeah, we're gonna open Razorface first. Okay, there he is. So this is Razorface. Okay. It's got 9 health, starts on 5 horror. Bloodlust, he attacks for 4 and moves for 4 at the top of the Bloodlust track. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, we'll put that on the killer spot. Bend this back a little bit. We got the rules here. Oh, 1 page. We'd love to hear that. 1 page of rules. Oh, and 1 line for the special setup. That is perfect. Okay, so we have this little box here. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. For Christie's eyes only. So Christie is going to be one of the Final Girls for this one. Set that aside. Maybe if we do play Christie, then we can unlock the special weapon. Okay, so in here, it looks like this comes with some finale cards. These are dark powers though, right? Yeah, so these are the dark powers that go on the bottom of the board like this. We have Hellport. At the beginning of the killer phase, place Razorface in the space with the victim furthest from you. Ignore this effect if there are no victims on the board. Okay, and then we have the epic dark power. Infinite despair. If at least 1 victim panics during the panic phase, increase horror by 2. Otherwise, increase it by 1. We'll set that one aside. We'll shuffle these 3. I don't really want to see them all. I mean, that's kind of like spoiling it, isn't it? No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, okay. And then we're going to shuffle these up and pick one. I definitely don't want to reveal the finales. That will be our finale. So Razorface, there you go. Okay, 2 Final Girls from the series. Take a quick look before we pick one, though. We have Christie. Right off jump, she's got 5 health. She gets a health back. She moves 1 space. She reduces horror by 2, which is big, and then she gets 2 time. Her ultimate ability is during the killer phase, draw 2 terror cards instead of the normal one. Choose 1 to resolve and shuffle the other back into the deck. Yo, we kind of like that. That's messing with the terror deck, like to be able to have that ability. That seems actually pretty good. I don't know that we've had something along those lines before. And then for each additional victim saved, move 1 space. Okay, that's our first Final Girl. Second Final Girl, we have Kenzie. Move 1 space, move 1 space, reduce horror by 1, gain 1 health, and gain 2 time. And her ultimate ability is once during each planning phase, you may take all copies of a single named action card from the tableau for the price of 1. We kind of like that. Most of the time, I don't like digging into, like, let's pick up both sprints, let's pick up both searches. But there are situational times where that could be really good. And then for each additional victim saved, she gets reduced the horror by 1. Okay, so we will pick one of those later. I would do a poll if there was enough people to answer. And then these are just the tarot cards, so it should be like 16 to 18 tarot cards. Yeah, 16 cards. We'll set those over here. And then we have some other stuff down here. What is this? What is this? Ooh. Brand new. Looks like affliction cards. Now what the hell is an affliction card? We don't know. I'm sure that will be in the rules explained at some point, but we will set that to the side for now and get rid of the mess. We're going to shove this back in here and flip it over. And then we have on the cover, but the other side, this is going to be the location board. So this is Hellscape with Kenzie on the front, you know. She looks all cut and bloody. And then we're going to reveal the new location. I know this is probably old news to most people, but this is brand new for me. My first time unboxing it, so yeah, this map looks like Diablo. I mean, this is pretty cool looking. You can't even see parts. I think I did hear something about this. You can't even see these parts of the maps. I guess you have to reveal them. This is awesome. I can't wait for this already. This is going to be so much fun just looking at the way this map looks. We have some exit spaces that are visible. It looks like 3, so this half of this room is an exit space. Let me see if I can zoom in on the location a little bit. Oh, I guess I have to move my shit, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool, bud. All right, so here's an exit space. It looks like this half of this room is an exit space. Yo, Chur Game. What's going on, man? How's it going today? I'm actually glad you're here because I'm doing an unboxing right now. I have never played this one, so it would be so helpful for you to be in the chat for the rules and things. Makes things go so much smoother like yesterday, so definitely appreciated. It looks like this map is... It reminds me of Diablo, number 1. Number 2, parts of it are unrevealed, so that's so cool. I love that idea. Final Girl just never ceases to amaze me with their ideas. We have a 2-page rule book here. We don't like that. I mean, look at all these special rules. Of course they do have... Ooh, look at the back of this. This is pretty fucking sweet. Okay, so 4 Hellscape tiles. Where are those? Let's get this rest of this stuff out. No way, dude. No way. This one comes with some D6s? Or whatever, D8s? What is this? What is this? Dude, look at these dice. What are these? D8s? These would be the only D8s I own. They don't have numbers on them. Upkeep work. No way. Something to do during upkeep, dude. Yo, they heard my cries, my tears. These are awesome. I'm just gonna roll them. Can't wait. Okay. It looks like we have some action cards as well. We're gonna open this up real quick. We have Hell Shift. Okay, new action card available. So rearrange all Hellscape tiles as you choose. With a double success, single success, swap any 2 Hellscape tiles of your choice for 1 time. And for no successes, you just eat shit and lose 2 time. Ha! All right. So we get 1 of those. I'm going to sleeve that real quick. I always like sleeve and then unsleeve any additional action cards or special action cards that come with it. Like a real gamer. And then we have some tarot cards. So we'll mix those tarot cards in. We don't want to spoil those. And we'll shuffle that later. We're going to continue looking at the rest of what comes with... Oh, they actually have... Oh, okay. We have a punch board. These are going to be some tiles. It looks like 6 tokens. So we'll set these tokens aside for now. Do you want a preview of the film or rather want to be a surprise? Okay. Preview of the film. Like, do you want Do you mean like what movie is this based on? I would love to know actually. We're not that crazy on spoiler stuff. You mean you know what film it's based on? Hellraiser. Okay, again, it's a movie I haven't seen, so that's actually awesome because I'll be able to watch it and be like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty cool." Like I was playing it, and then it'll make me want to play the game again. So we love that. All right, and then we have the typical event and setup deck, item deck over here. We'll shuffle that when we get to it. This is the last thing in the box. So we have some Hellscape tiles. Let's zoom in on these. Hellraiser, he says. I can't wait to see the film. So these are double-sided, and it looks like it completes the location board. And we're going to go through the rules in a minute. But yeah, those look like they complete the location board, and they have the symbols on them that appear to match symbols from the D8s that we got. So very cool so far. We're going to set this aside. Last but not least, we have a special weapon for Kenzie's eyes only. Okay, so that was the unboxing, folks. Chur game is here, so we're ready to start. We got the plot of Hellraiser. The plot of Hellraiser centers on hedonistic man Frank Cotton, who summons sadomasochistic extra-dimensional beings called Cenobites by solving a puzzle box. Oh! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, hold on. So, I have not seen Hellraiser, but I have seen... Is it like a Rubik's Cube type situation? Like, I have seen movies where they solve some Rubik's Cube and people come out. Stuff comes out to kill them. Maybe not. But I feel like I know where we're going with this. Is exactly that. Okay, yeah. Okay. That wasn't Hellraiser, though, I don't think. It was some low-budget Netflix movie that I watched, but that's okay. We're definitely going to look into the Hellraiser movie, the official Hellraiser. Okay, so that's it. We're going to get into the rules here real quick and get set up. Hopefully this doesn't go too long. Let's start with Razorface. So we have the Razorface special rule. So shuffle the affliction cards, draw 3 affliction cards face up on the table. Oh my god, we love the special rules and special setup to be so short like that. We hate the 2-pagers. We're saving the 2-pager for last. For them, it's not killing is pleasure. For them, is not killing is pleasure. So yeah, I know. Yeah, the movie. It might have been a movie. Yeah, a movie on Netflix I watched where these kids, they rent like an Airbnb or something, and they go in the basement and they're messing. The one kid is like messing with this like Rubik's Cube, and it like summons shit, and they go into elevators. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense for this feature film. All adds up. I've definitely seen stuff like that. Super cool. Okay. Afflictions. Hellish afflictions can be physical, mental, spiritual, or otherwise. To be unbound from the influence of power, or influence and power of Razorface, you must purge all your afflictions, usually 3, but you may gain more during the game, so that you can kill Razorface and escape with your life and soul intact. Okay, purging an affliction. Each affliction has a card. Each affliction card has a purge requirement that you must achieve to purge that affliction. During the action phase, if the purge requirement has been met, you may choose to purge the affliction by resolving the purge effect on the bottom half of the card. If you choose not to purge the affliction when the requirement is met, then the purge requirement needs to be achieved again later to purge that affliction. Once an affliction has been purged, remove the affliction from the game. Note, you may only purge one affliction per game. Impossible afflictions. It could happen that during the course of play, a particular affliction becomes impossible to purge due to there being no victims on the board, or for example, when this occurs, remove the affliction from the game and draw a new one to replace it. You immediately lose the game if you need to draw an affliction and none remain. Oh, new way to lose, boys. All right, final health token. Razorface's final health token may only be revealed if there are no afflictions in play. As such, when Razorface is down to its final health token and one or more afflictions are still in play, damage to Razorface that would normally reveal the final health token is instead ignored. Yo! What's going on here? Let me read that again real quick. Razorface final health token may only be revealed if there are no afflictions in play. So we must purge our afflictions. Okay, we're going to move on to Hellscape. This is a very cool map. Just from looking at what I see so far. Parts of it missing. We love that. All right, special setup. Shuffle the Hellscape tiles and deal 1 to each of the 4 blank spaces on the location board. Okay, let's do that now. So we will shuffle these 4 tiles, like so. We're just going to mix them up. Mix them up. Mix them up. Okay. And then we just go 1. Preview of the film. Razorface has afflictions. These are things that weigh on your soul. You need to purge them so you can kill Razorface. Because only by not having any weight in your soul, you can move on. I like that. Okay, so this is the location board. We have shuffled the tiles. We have placed them in the missing spaces. And the first thing I notice is that there is no connection here. We cannot go from here to here, it looks like. This is a dead end. This is also a dead end as far as I'm concerned. You can tell me if I'm wrong here, but this is a full connection. This is a full connection, and then we have 2 dead ends here. Now, did I accidentally flip those or something? I don't know. But if that's the way it's supposed to be. So we have shuffled the Hellscape, and we've dealt 1 of each to the 4 blank spaces on the location board. Tiles should always be oriented so that the symbol is in the top left, ensuring the panic numbers are not upside down. Good stuff. And then we have place 1 victim on each of the Hellscape tile. Place 1 victim in each space of each Hellscape tile. Okay, let's do that. We go 1. We go 2. We go 3. We go 4. And then we add the Hell Shift action card to the tableau. We've done that. Here's the Hell Shift action card. The rest of the rules. We have Hellscape tiles. The Hellscape is ever changing. There are 4 double-sided tiles, each with one of the following symbols. Okay. Star, circle, time glass, hourglass. Hellscape is a labyrinth almost similar, if not the same, as hell. This place loves to drive you mad, making walls that didn't go anywhere now go somewhere, and the halls that existed back then now there and nowhere to be found. Yo, we might get lost down here. Like, what's going on? Yeah, so the position of the tiles will change throughout the game. Sometimes this will be done at your whim using Hell Shift action card or an item, and sometimes it will be done outside of your control due to a game effect. When a tile is moved, all pieces, final girl, enemies, victims, tokens, etc. remain on the tile, so you will have to be very careful when moving these tiles around. Shifting tiles. If an effect says to shift, you will move each tile in a direction indicated clockwise or counterclockwise. Swapping tiles is if an effect says to swap the chosen or indicated tiles, we'll trade places. Flipping tiles. If an effect says to flip, take the tile, remove all pieces, flip it, noting which colored space they were in. Then flip the tile, return the pieces to it, placing them in their corresponding colored spaces. Rearranging tiles. If an effect says to rearrange tiles, you may arrange all tiles on the board to whatever configuration you choose. You can close off the killer or even yourself with nowhere to go. What? Dude, this is about to be wild, I'm telling you. Tune in. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to trap the killer down here and just smoke him. So if we get the rearrange effect, we can rearrange them to whatever configuration we want. We just can't flip them. Then there's the Hellscape dice. Once during each upkeep phase, you must roll Hellscape dice and do the following. If the symbols match, flip the indicated tile. If the symbols are different, swap the indicated tiles. Okay, that sounds important. Walls and adjacency. Each Hellscape tile has one or two sides, which are a wall that cannot be moved through. Okay, I'm seeing that now. So, like I was saying earlier, it looks like you can't go through here. Well, that's correct. You can't go through here or here. And I could see that, like, if it was turned... No, you can only have this symbol in this top left corner, right? So we can't go from here to here. We can go from here to here. We can only go like this right now. So I guess it's important to kind of, like, check out where you're at on the map and stuff. There will often be times where a tile or section of tiles will be completely blocked off from you and or enemies. You will need to manipulate the tiles or wait for them to change if you need to get to one of those areas. Panic. If a victim or anyone panics into a wall unconnected from... They simply stay in that current space. Okay. And the Nexus is both a search and exit space. Oh, I did not notice that. Very good call. Sure game. This is... I was wondering, it looks like half an exit space, and I thought this was half of a normal space, but this is actually half of a searchable space. That's actually really cool. Good to know, too. Hopefully we start in the Nexus. I mean, you get a solid walk and a search card. You go, boom, 1, 2. You save a victim. If you're in the Nexus, can you save victims? Let's keep reading. I want to get through this as fast as possible. I know this is the most boring part of Final Girl, is reading the rules. Kill targeting and range. Range and targeting are always done by calculating the number of spaces required to move from the source to the target. If there is no valid path to the target of a killer action, then the killer will not move as part of the action. Attack icons will not be resolved in the killer's space. Farthest and closest. Some effects will have you determine the farthest or closest victim. Yes, it is. Yes, it is an exit space. So it is an exit space. Okay, so I'm just looking at it as one big space that you can search and save victims. That's actually awesome. Some effects will have you determine furthest closest victim to you or the killer. When making this determination, only consider victims that are reachable through paths not blocked by walls. If no victims can be reached through unblocked paths, then ignore the walls on Hellscape tiles that are blocking paths and use your best judgment to determine the specified victim. This also applies if you're determining specific spaces or objects, e.g. nearest exit space. Placing someone. Effects that place the killer, Final Girl, or victims are not affected by walls. The term place is different than move. Place ignores walls, while move does not. Okay, fair enough. That's all the rules. Very good. So we've read everything. That's it. We're good to go. I think that's it. Of course, we have Sure Game here to help if we're missing anything, but that seemed like I didn't get any of the rules, even though I read through them thoroughly. We're going to shuffle the item deck right now. Choose a Final Girl. Shuffle the Affliction deck. If we didn't already do that, I don't remember. Darts last night. I shot a... it was the first night of darts. I don't know if you play darts, but... Um, play American style darts here, and I shot a 25, and then an 18, and then a 27. So the catch is, this dart league shoots a game from 1 to 9 innings, and then they shoot 10 to the 18. The 10 to the 18 I've never played before. I'm just dumbfounded by that. It just caught me so off guard. I've been practicing for 1 through 9 ever since I've started playing. And then I get there and they're like, yeah, we shoot a game 10 to 18. And I was like, okay, well, you can't expect me to do well there. I mean, I have never shot the 10 to the 18. It is one of the low to medium complexity rules. Okay, so well, that's good. What would you consider Hunter then? The one we did yesterday, is that like the higher complexity? Because I feel like you had the rules nailed down. High complexity. I would consider it high complexity too. I mean, 2 pages on both the location and, yeah, lots of rules. 2 pages on both location and the killer. Society, how's it going, bud? How's that table going? I wish I spoke French, but I don't speak French. Bonjour. How's your table going? I would love to see pictures of the table, the game table. Your game. This guy makes board game tables. Very good. Very good work. There's still a very high complexity level where the mort is in it. So I did order that one yesterday. Your game. So we will be playing that. A lot of jobs in the workspace. Nice to see you. It's good to see you too, man. I haven't checked in a while. I wanted to reach out to you on Discord. See if you posted any pictures. I got my boat running, so I was out there driving the boat, you know. The Scream reference. Yeah, we are going to play that one. So, yeah, I want to see that table that you finished. Your backgammon and chess table. If you could post a picture, send me a picture on Discord. I would like to see it. I would like to show a couple of my friends that were asking about it. Join the community. Exclamation point Discord for the Discord if you don't have it. Okay, we shuffle the affliction cards. How's everyone doing today? Is it cold? Is it cold where you live? Because it is cold here. Okay, we have the shuffle. We have the affliction cards shuffled. Where do these go? I guess I would assume they just go here. Is that fine? That's fine. Oh, we're gonna pull 10 tarot cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm fine. It's supposed to be cold, but the sun is saying the opposite. Yeah, it actually got really cold here yesterday. It was freezing. I know it was starting to get cold when you were making that backgammon Gammon table, society, Jude. I'm not sure how if I'm saying it properly. Let's see what items we have here at the locations. Okay, so the House of Mutilation. We have a discipline of choices. Weapon, it looks like, or something. 3 afflictions start revealed also. What? Where am I going to put this stuff? I got an idea. Let's put these on the board. Okay, you can kind of see that, right? We have the Gift of Pain. Purge requirement. Deal at least 3 damage to Razorface in 1 action. The Purge effect. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have to deal 3 damage to him in 1 turn. 1 action phase, technically. And then, what is the Purge effect? He loses an extra health. Am I getting that right? A lamb to the slaughter. Purge requirement. When you would save a victim, it is killed instead, and the purge effect means the horror goes up. Torturous embrace. Or is the purge effect something that happens if we don't purge it? You or Razorface has only 1 health remaining. Okay. Purge effect. Discard an item card of your choice. If you do not have one, end your turn. We have to get rid of that one first. I need to get myself oriented. You can see the afflictions. Okay. I'm probably lagging a bit here, but what I was asking is the purge requirement versus the purge effect. So what is the purge effect? Is that if we purge it, we get that happens to us? Or is it something that happens throughout the game until we purge it? So we have a spiked whip here at the Nexus. We love that. Amulet of Hell. These weapons are so different. So Discipline of Choices. Once per action phase, you may lose a health to gain 2 time. Spiked Whip. 0 to 1 range does 1 damage. One-handed whip. If you damage an enemy with the Spiked Whip, you may move them 1 space back. We love that. It's kind of like the Bullwhip. We remember the Bullwhip. Amulet of Hell. Whenever you end your movement on a Hellscape tile, you gain a time. Okay, when you purge it, you will gain that benefit. Okay, it is not a benefit for you, but for him it is. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I think I get it. We got to roll into this. Let's choose a final girl. I think we're ready to go. If I'm not mistaken here. What exactly do we do with the dice? We don't know, but I'm ready to go. We're gonna get this show on the road here, boys. Let's flip a setup card. Actually, I guess we have to choose a final girl first. We're going to look at these final girls real quick. We have Christie and Kenzie. Christie, they both have 5 health. So we can just put 4 health markers out. And 8 for Razorface too, right? Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4. Society Jude, have you ever played Final Girl? It is a solo game. Solo only. I know you said you play Arc Nova with your wife. We should do a 4-player Arc Nova game sometime. That would be awesome. You could teach me some French. I would love to learn French. Bonjour, that's all I know. Wait, maybe oui? Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Okay, starting on 5 horror, 6 time. We're choosing a final girl. So what I see here with Christie, if we save 4 victims, we get her. The fuck was that? If we save 4 victims, we get her ultimate ability unlocked. She gets a health back. She moves a space. She reduces horror by 2. She gains 2 time. Christie's ultimate ability is, during the killer phase, draw 2 tarot cards instead of 1. Choose one, resolve and shuffle the other back into the deck. That's actually pretty strong. Sorry, I didn't listen. I was working on my computer. Yeah, no worries, bud. I want to see your, I probably talk way too fast. I want to see your chess backgammon table. If you could post a picture on Discord. I don't know this game you are playing. Looks good. This is Final Girl. Okay, so, yeah, during the killer phase, you draw 2 tarot cards instead of 1 normal one. Instead of the normal 1, and then choose to resolve and shuffle the other back into the deck. And then for each additional victim saved, we get to move 1 space. That's pretty good. Kenzie, 5 health again, but she has to save 5 victims to unlock her ultimate ability. She gets move 1 space, reduce horror by 1, gain 1 health, gain 2 time. And then her ultimate ability is, once during each planning phase, you may take all copies of a single named action card from the tableau for the price of 1. For each additional victim saved, reduce horror by 1. So, realistically, how good is that? I mean, how many cards from the tableau really have 2 cards? I mean, we're looking at guard, sprint, search. We do buy a lot of those. Distraction would be huge. I mean, you're getting 2 cards for the price of 1. So 2 searches could be huge. 2 sprints is huge. 2 guards is huge. 2 retaliates is huge. Damn, bro. Which one are we doing? The manipulation of the terror deck is also enticing. Being able to realize, like, okay, we're drawing 2 tarot cards. One of these is going to screw me over real bad, and one of them's not. I can shuffle the one that is back into the terror deck. Damn, we got decisions to be made here. I will do it. I delivered the chess backgammon last week in the luxury house. You can park more than 10 cars in the garage. It's bigger than my main room. Yo, that's crazy. That's a big house, man. Yeah, that's pretty big. But hopefully you still have some pictures because I would like to see how it turned out. Um, this table, this table I have sucks. I want to get like a big gaming table, you know, one that goes down and it's got a little recess. Um, yeah, I don't have anything really down here that I've made. The last thing I made was that dartboard thing, and then I got the boat running. Pretty much it. Oh, and I showed you the pictures of the pallet racks that we do. Um, so Final Girl starts here. House of Annihilation? Those are separate rooms. We start on this corner. That kind of sucks. House of Annihilation is a searchable area, though. We could go right in there and get a weapon. Why am I saying House of Annihilation? It's House of Mutilation. So the discipline of choice is in there. That's actually big. Once per action phase, you may lose a health to gain 2 time. We're going with Christie here. No, let's go with Kenzie. If we chose Final Girls just based on looks, would it be Kenzie or Christie? I mean, if we were going just off looks, I don't know. I mean, it's a stupid way to choose too, huh? So, yeah, I guess it's going to have to be... I mean, what are the chances we can save 5 victims? There's still only 3 exit spaces. Let's just do Christie. Simple as that. We save 4 victims. The manipulation of the terror deck seems way better than two action cards. Where do you want to post the pics? Which section? General chat is fine. Wherever you want, buddy. Or you can direct message me if you don't want to post them. But general chat is fine. Yo, this guy's English is so good. I wish I spoke French. I can't speak French. I've been finding that like most people on Twitch, like if they speak a different language, they also speak English, which is awesome. I mean, I don't speak another language, so it's because of shitty America, right? All right. Damn. So we've got to deal some damage here. We're going to continue putting victims out. I need to get this going. So we have Final Girl starting in this corner. We have 2 victims here on this corner. We have 2 victims on this corner, and I think that's it. The killer starts on this corner, okay? So nobody's in the Nexus. Now, the Nexus seems like the sketchiest place to be because you could get locked out. But that's it for victims. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they must have more victims coming out. There's only 8 victims to save. Yo, you know what sucks is we are blocked off right from jump. We cannot go this direction. We would have to go all the way around. But in the process, we could save 3 victims here. We could get a weapon, get to this exit, save 2 victims. Sepulture of Blood doesn't seem doable. Doesn't seem like we can get there. Let's start though. We have to get this rolling. We gotta get this ball rolling here. So how do we start? We have to flip a starting event as well. I always forget the starting event. Have we chosen a final girl? It's definitely Christie, right? Or no, it's Christie. We're going with Christie. Christie's the final girl. We're going to put Kenzie aside. Reason being, first time playing, I want to save 4 victims and get my ultimate out. No other reasons. Let's flip into starting event. Starting event. Torture chambers. Roll the Hellscape dice. For each die result, place a torture chamber token on that Hellscape tile in the space of your choice. When a victim dies in either of those spaces, increase the horror. Okay, roll the Hellscape dice. Oh, we're already rolling D8s, yo. We love to see it. Okay, so we got those 2 symbols. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm assuming that just corresponds to the 2 tiles. So let's pull these over here and see what we rolled. Okay, we rolled this. And it says, place a torture chamber token on that Hellscape tile in the space of your choice. Okay, so there is actually 2 spaces on each Hellscape tile. Okay, so a torture chamber token goes... Damn. So that's what we rolled. So we're going to place a torture token... I did not realize when placing these that there were 2 separate rooms in some of them. That's a question for Chur Game. If you're still around. We have there, and we have here, but this is one. And then it says, torture chamber token on the Hellscape tile in the space of your choice when a victim dies in either of those spaces, increase the horror as well as the bloodlust, I would assume. Okay, that was the starting event, so we're ready to go here. We're going to start playing cards. Who's with me? We rolled 2 dice. We're not going to roll them yet. We started off with 2 tiers. That's not good looks. All right, let's start with the focus. The horror is on 5. Play focus. We roll 2 dice. 2 dice. Okay, we get a single star and a discard. I don't know if I want to get rid of weak attack. I feel like we should. We should be able to pick up some serious cards here. I want at least a sprint and a search, fellas. We're going to pitch short rest, weak attack. I think distraction's big, though. Okay, we end up pitching short rest and weak attack for a double success on our focus. So we convert that into a success. We have 2 successes. We reduce the horror by 1. We gain 2 time. Cards left in hand, 2 walks and a focus. We walk. We get a convert. Oh, final health tokens. If anyone's in the chat, please pick a number between 1 through 9. Pick 2 numbers between, or first pick a number between 1 through 9. Almost forgot them again. Final health tokens. Yo! Yo, look at this table. Oh my god. Yo, that is excellent work. Dude, I love it. That's actually awesome. Anyone in the Discord, check that out. This guy does awesome work. Amazing. Bonjour. I don't know any French words. How do you say good in French? Oui, oui. I feel like a child. Very good. Okay. So we get no successes on that walk. Good is bien. So it's like Spanish, bro. I can speak Spanish. Yeah, no worries. I had a pick a number 1 through 9, please. Very good. Tres bien. Tres bien. Tres bien. 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. We're just gonna 6 and 7. Okay, bam. Okay, those are our final health tokens. Read it and weep, fellas. So we get a no successes on that walk. So we can still move a space if we spend 2 of our time. And we're going to end up spending those 2 time anyway. Or we can pitch the walk and the focus to get a single success and move 1 space. I think that's better because then we only lose 1 time. So we pitch the walk and the focus. We lose 1 time going down to 7 time. And we convert that into a single success, allowing us to move 1 space. So we move 1 space into the house of mutilation. Okay, we're in the house of mutilation. We go into planning phase right now with 7 time to spend. Let's purchase some action cards. 7 time, we definitely want to pick up a search. We definitely want to pick up a sprint. That's 4 of our time. With 3 remaining, I think we grab a distraction. And that's all we're going to have in hand is search, sprint, distraction. We'll return these cards to the tableau. They're all freebies. So we will get 6 cards back, and we'll have to adjust that accordingly next time. Maybe we don't play all of our cards, but resetting the time to 6 and going to the first killer phase. Okay. Killer attack line is as follows. Target the final girl, move, and attack. Okay, so we have target the final girl, move, and attack. And then on the location board, we have killer moves for 1 here. So it's target the final girl or closest victim. And I would assume that he would want to go in the torture chamber space. Correct? So keep in mind, doing the afflictions, only 1 per turn is punishing. Okay. I'm a little confused on the afflictions. Keep in mind, doing doing the afflictions, only one per turn is punishing. So if we purge 3, we only have to do 1 punish effect. I'm going to have to reread these rules real quick before we really get into this, aren't I? No. What do you mean by 1 per turn? Only 1 per turn is punishing? Do you mean when I flip a tarot card or something, only 1 can happen? Okay, so the purges aren't even on this one. So if you reveal the finale. Oh, we're nowhere near revealing the finale yet. Hellish afflictions can be miserable and no afflictions purged. Oh, if we reveal the finale and no afflictions are purged. Purge an affliction. Each affliction card has a purge requirement that you must achieve to purge that affliction during the action phase. Okay, if the purge requirement has been met, you may choose to purge the affliction by resolving the purge effect. On the bottom half, resolving the purge effect on the bottom half of the card. If you choose not to purge the affliction when the requirement is met, then the purge requirement needs to be achieved again later to purge that affliction. Once an affliction has been purged, remove the affliction from the game. That's all it says. Yeah, the purge effect is the punishing part. I got that for sure. So if you reveal the finale and no afflictions purge, you need to survive 3 rounds. That is the punishing part. What? Okay, I think we'll get it. I'll ask again when we get closer to like what you're saying, because the finale's not out yet, and we are gonna try to purge these afflictions. Right now, I'm just trying to pick up a weapon. And I have something in my fucking eye, bro. Survive 3 rounds. All right. Right now, we have the killer moving 1 space and attacking. I would assume that he's going to do this torture chamber effect so that he's going to bump the horror up because this is a torture chamber. So we're going to have him move 1 space. And then he attacks and kills this victim, which bumps the bloodlust. And then in torture chambers, it says when a victim dies in either of those spaces, increase the horror. So the horror goes up 1, back up to 5. Hopefully that was right. And then we're going to flip our first terror card of the game. We'll see what happens here. So we have brutal reward. Target the final girl, move and attack again. That's already pretty damn rough. So he's going to target the final girl, move or closest victim, move 1 and attack again. Kills another victim. Bloodlust goes up again, which means horror goes up again. So we're already at 6. I'm glad we picked up the distraction here. We're kind of cooked. And then it says, sorry. Then it says, if a victim is killed, you take 1 or more damage. Oh, is this the affliction? No. Why does it say 1 or more? Yeah, we gain a time, but why does it say 1 or more? I don't know. Oh, if a victim is killed or you take 1 or more damage, gain a time. So yeah, a victim was killed, so we get a time. We go up to 7. That was a brutal reward, I must say. And then, yeah, so our exit space is kind of screwed. Maybe we can pick up a, and Bloodlust. We did do Bloodlust. Bloodlust went up twice already. And then the horror went up again, so we're kind of hosed here. Okay, so we have distraction, sprint. We have panic phase right now, so this victim is going to panic. So we'll panic this guy. He panics at a 4. Anywhere from 2 to 6, he panics to this exit space, which is actually big. So we roll a 4. He panics on the exit space. We kind of like that. That's helpful. And then we have upkeep phase. Now, upkeep phase, something we do during upkeep. We re-roll. Once during each upkeep phase, you must roll the Hellscape dice and do the following. Okay, so we're going to roll the Hellscape dice again. Then it says if the symbols match, flip the indicated tile. If the symbols are different, swap the indicated tiles. So the 2 tiles that are going to swap are going to be the star and the Star Wars symbol. The Imperial, right? Okay, so we're going to swap these 2 tiles. It's going to be this tile and this tile are going to swap. Dude, that just blocked us off. Now we can't even go this direction to save any victims like we wanted to. What are we going to do? This is ever-changing map. I don't really like it. We're kind of cooked here. Okay, that was upkeep. We're back onto the action phase. So we have search, sprint, and distraction. I think we roll a distraction here. We get a single success and a convert. So we take reduce horror and gain a time. We're going to do a search. We get a single success. We spend the time, take the top item card at our space. So House of Mutilation. Okay, we're getting an item here, boys. Okay, the item we pick up is Discipline of Choices. Okay, once per action phase, you may lose health to gain 2 time. Could come in handy. I don't see us losing health being too good. You can close off the killer or even yourself with nowhere to go. Me, a seer. It's pretty true, actually, dude. It just happened to us. We were planning on going south. I was going to go this way, and then the tiles flipped, and now I can't go this way or this way. So what do? I'm stuck there. We're stuck. Are we not? So all we did was a distraction and a search that round. We're going to hold on to our sprint. There is absolutely no reason for us to move. It's a card you can buy. Oh! I fucking totally forgot about Hellshift. You're so right. We may actually have to pick that up this planning phase. We're going to go into the planning phase right now. We're going to save the sprint that we bought because there's no reason for us to move. We're stuck in that corner. So what we're going to do is buy a Hellshift for 2. So that puts us on 5 time. We could pick up another search for 2. That puts us on 3 time. What do you guys think about a guard? And then we have exactly 10 cards. So we take guard and close call, putting us at 0. We reset the time to 6. And we go into the next killer phase. So we have target the final girl, move, and attack. Target the final girl, closest victim, move, and attack. Okay, jumping back to the location board. Target the final girl, closest victim, move, and attack. This is ambiguity, if I'm not mistaken. We can have him go this way or this way. We're going to have him go this way. And he moves for 1 and attacks for 1, killing this victim. Bumping the bloodlust up, so his movement is now 2. His attack is now 1. Dude, this is rough. We need to get that Hellscape and shift these 2 tiles. We actually need to flip some tiles, right? So that was the killer phase. He killed another victim. I hope some more victims come out because he's just clobbering the victims. Let's flip another terror card and see what happens. Pain and pleasure indivisible. Target the final girl, move, and attack again. And then increase horror and we gain 2 time. Dude, what is happening, yo? We're getting smoked. He moves for 2 now, so he's going to... He's going to go this way, right? 1, 2. Kills another victim. Bloodlust goes up again, and our dark power is already revealed. Yo, we are so cooked here. What's happening? Things are happening very fast. They take their sweet time having pain and pleasure. Yo, we don't like that. Dark power is revealed right now already. So we're going to reveal the dark power on the killer. We have Helleport. At the beginning of the killer phase, place Razorface in the space with the victim furthest from you. Ignore this effect if there are no victims on the board. We don't like it. We don't like it. That's for sure. That's already kind of bad. Back to the terror card. Then we have increase the horror by 1. So we go back to 6 horror. And then we gain 2 time. So we're up to 8 time. I don't like the time thing. I mean, we've moved 1 space. So far, we've moved 1 space and searched for 1 item, and this guy's already killed 4 victims. Okay, panic phase, nobody panics. Upkeep phase, we roll our bullshit dice. So we're going to roll these 2 again. Okay, the symbols do not match. So we flip these 2. And that doesn't help us because we're still kind of stuck there. Now I think you realize what I mean with surviving 3 extra rounds is punishing. Yes, I do. The ever-changing map in this is just so punishable. We have 10 cards at our disposal, but that was the upkeep phase. I don't really know what to do here. I think we're going to have to say goodbye to Christie. Just is what it is, boys. There isn't really much I can do. I mean, we have cards in hand, but with the ever-changing map, this is very difficult. The difficulty level on this is got to be up there. What do we start with? We start with a Hell Shift. Rearrange all the tiles as you choose. The chances of us getting a double success on that is pretty weak. Swap any 2 Hellscape tiles of your choice would be big. Yeah, we have to get out of that space, I agree, but we could start with a search and use our close call to pick up another weapon or an item that could help us change stuff around. Let's do a search first. Maybe a focus too to get away from that horror. We're going to start with a focus. A double success on the focus. You love to see it. That's going to be my only cheer in this game, or whatever you want to call it. We get 2 time. We're going up to 10 time. That's big. And then we reduce the horror by 1, putting it back to 5. Then we're going to start with a search. We rolled 2 dice again. Come on, we need another double success here. All right, we get a convert, and we're probably going to pitch short rest, weak attack. Yeah, so we pitch short rest, weak attack for a single success. We spend a time going down to 9 time. Take the top item card at the House of Mutilation. We have a new item here, so we're going to look at this item. This is Pins of Pain and Pleasure. All right, so it just looks like a heart stabbed with a bunch of shit. Wish I had a thimble, it says. 3 uses, once per action phase. When you are in the killer space, the killer recovers health, then you gain 3 time. How is that a helpful item? Yo, Pins of Pain and Pleasure is bullshit. Okay, we took the top item card. We're going to get out of the House of Mutilation now. Let's do Hell Shift. All right, we're rolling for Hell Shift finally. We get 2 converts. Let's pitch a walk. And a close call. We can swap any 2 Hellscape tiles of our choice with a single success here. Some afflictions, if I remember correctly, require you to have time. Okay. We can swap any 2 Hellscape tiles of our choice. Now, which 2 are going to get us out of there? It's probably going to be this and this. I like how the killer is blocked off from us right now. So swapping these 2 doesn't make sense because then he'll be able to get up to us, right? But swapping these 2. Okay, so if we swap like that, the killer is blocked off, right? Because he can't go there, or he can go there. He can go there, but he can't go up there. That's actually good. Yeah, he's sort of blocked off. Okay, yeah, this map gets a little crazy, but we can get out of that space now. So let's roll a sprint. We get a tier and a convert. We could pitch guard and walk here. We have a lot of time. We pitch guard and walk to move 2 spaces. We have to get off that space. So we go down to 8 time and we move 1, 2. So on a single success, we can move 1 space, 2 space. And that's all of our cards. That was 10 cards we played and discarded. So then we go into planning phase with 8 time. Once per action phase, you may spend health to recover time. To recover 2 time. I think, should we do that? Let's do that. Discipline of choices. We spend a health, we go back up to 10 time. Because we're only going to get a focus, we can spend a lot of time here. So let's take sprint for 2, puts us on 8. Retaliate for 4 puts us on 4. Distraction and close call. And then we get a free focus. And that's all of our time. We go back to 6 time. We return all these cards to the tableau. Sprint. Guard. Walk. Hell shift. Lots of cards. Close call. Walk. Search. Short rest. Weak attack and focus. Okay. That was planning phase. We have killer phase. So again, killer is going to target the final girl, move and attack. He moves for 2 and attacks for 2. At the beginning of the killer phase, place Razorface in the space with the victim farthest from you. Ignore this effect if there are no victims on the board. So victim farthest from us would be this one. So he can just teleport, which is kind of bullshit. This is 1 space. This is not even gettable. I mean, technically 1, 2. I think it's a tie between these two, so we put them in this space. He doesn't have to move. He attacks and kills this victim. Bloodlust goes up again. That's insane. We flip a terror card. The Pain of Salvation, minor dark power. Okay, he's going to get this minor dark power. It says, if you don't have an affliction when this card comes into play, discard this and draw the next tarot card. During the action phase, whenever you gain at least 1 time, you must either lose a health or increase the horror. Discard this card when an affliction is purged. Okay, so during the action phase, whenever you gain at least 1 time, you must either lose a health. Okay, we're going to have to remember that. So the minor dark power goes up here. And that's going to be the action phase. So whenever we gain time, we must lose a health or increase the horror. That's killer phase. We have panic phase. Nobody panics. Then we have upkeep phase. During the upkeep phase, we roll our Hellscape dice. Okay, we end up getting another swap here. I would like a flip, but we got the hourglass and the Star Wars symbol. So these two are going to flop. Okay, that doesn't really hurt us. We might be able to save 2 victims here. That was upkeep. Let's do action phase. We'll start with a sprint. Rolling on a sprint. 2 fucking tears, bud. What? I think we have to lose a health in 2 time. We don't really want to end our turn. No! Fuck that. I'm not taking the tears. We play close call. We spend 2 time to reroll our dice. We have to close call this. I'm telling you. We reroll. We get a single success and a convert. Much better. We spend time. to move 2 spaces. Okay, let's jump to the location board. We have 1, 2. We saved 2 victims. Okay, now we want to be wary of what benefits we're choosing here. If we gain this 2 time, we have to increase the horror. We could reduce the horror by 2 is big, and then we could do a distraction. I think we are going to reduce the horror by 2. Until we can get rid of that oh, let's purge a affliction here. I would like to purge an affliction. So we have an affliction that says a lamb to slaughter, okay, on the location board. So this says the purge requirement, when you would save a victim, it is killed instead. So for that second victim we save, we're actually going to kill it. We're going to bump the bloodlust, which would bump the horror. Sorry, I'm flipping scenes here like a madman. So when the victim is killed, we bump the horror up to 6, right? And then with the other victim we save, we bump it up 2. We reduce it by 2. Sorry, down 2. Whatever. And then we technically only save 1 victim. But this is purged. And then the purge effect, we just purged this affliction. So the purge effect is going to be increase of horror again. So that's fine. We'll take that and we purge this affliction. So that's good to know. Let's do this. Let's get rid of this minor dark power. This says during the action phase, whenever you gain 1 time. During the action phase, whenever you gain at least 1 time, you must either lose health or increase the horror. Discard this card when an affliction is purged. So we just purged an affliction, so this minor dark is gone. We love to see that. Things are coming back together. We're still in amidst the action phase. Things we can do. We have distraction and focus to really get that horror back up for everything that just happened to us. So let's do a focus. We get a single success and a convert. We take the lose 1 time, decrease horror. Then we play distraction. We get 2 tears, which is fucking total bullshit if you ask me. We have to increase the horror and lose 2 time for that. Okay, I don't know if you guys just saw, but we're taking 2 tiers on that. So we end up taking 2 tiers, and we have to increase horror by 1. That sucks for a distraction. What a waste of time. Fuck distraction. I'm pissed. We lose our only 2 time going into the planning phase with no time. And holding on to only a retaliate. Bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. I'm kind of pissed. We have weak attack focus. These are all the free cards we get. So we take those. We return these cards to the tableau. We go into the killer phase. Distraction, close call, sprint, and focus. This game's hard as shit. Let's do killer phase. Target the final girl, closest victim, move, and attack. So there is very close to being no victims left on the board. We only started with 8, which is super rough. You hate to see it. We have 2 afflictions left yet. We could purge these. How do we purge this one? We have to do 3 damage to raise your face in 1 action. Okay, so we want to think about getting that retaliate and weak attack out in 1 action phase. Would the retaliate count? The purge effect is we lose a health. And then we have torturous embrace. So the purge requirement is you or Razorface has only 1 health remaining. We could just start losing health and we discard an item of our choice. It would probably be pins of pain and pleasure. We want to purge these afflictions. Okay, Razorface moves for 3 now, so let's have him move. Moving for 3, he goes like this. Let's see, we are unreachable, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. So he's going to go 1. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. He doesn't reach that victim. These are 2 separate spaces on this Hellscape tile. And then we flip a terror card. Discard all distraction and focus action cards in your hand. Okay, we only have 1 focus. That gets discarded, and then we increase the horror, putting it up to 6. So that's pretty rough. And then we have the panic phase, so no panic there. They are not in the same space, and no victims died. So then we have upkeep phase. We're going to roll our Hellscape tile dice. Okay, we have the Star Wars symbol, which is this tile, and this tile are going to swap. Oops. So these 2 symbols will swap. This is insane, man. The RNG, you just can't decide where you want to go. There's just no safe route. Nowhere is safe on this board. It's such bullshit. Okay, that was upkeep phase. We're back to the action phase. What do we want to do here? We can't get off this tile. We never picked up a Hellshift. Hellshift is such an important card that we've been neglecting. Unfortunately, last planning phase we had no time, so we only got our free cards. What I'm sort of thinking here is we walk at least 1 space. Maybe do a short rest to gain some health back. Let's do a walk. We get a pitch, short rest, and weak attack. To get a single success on that walk, so we spend a time. And we move a space. Let's move 1 here. And then I think we're just going to hold on to our other walk and retaliate since we're kind of stuck there. And we have 5 times this planning phase, so we have to use this proper. There was victims missing on the setup. There should be 12. 8 from the special setup, 4 from the normal setup card. Oh, you're right. It said place 2 victims on each starting Hellscape tile, and I only placed 1. I was wondering why there was only 8. So let's just put their victims out where they should have been. Okay. That's kind of how we have to do it now. It's a little late. So we fucked up. We didn't put enough victims out. But that's the situation now. So we're kind of stuck here. We have 5 time to spend during this action phase or this planning phase. So what do we want to buy here? We know Hellshift is important. So we take 2. We have 3 time left to spend. Let's get a sprint and a close call. We reset the time to 6. Return these cards to the tableau. So walk. Wait, we get focus for free, right? Walk, focus, short rest, and weak attack go out. Then we have another killer phase. So the killer is going to target the final girl, move and attack. Target the final girl closest victim. He moves and he attacks and kills this victim. So we have an event coming out. Maybe we'll get some new... Bloodlust goes up and we have a new event. So let's flip the event card. I still don't think this will change anything of how bad this game is going. Yo, I agree 100%. That's why I just stuck them out there. It's going to be fine. We have Stare into the Abyss. Okay. Whenever you move to a Hellscape tile, lose a time. Okay, that's rough. What's up with that? Okay, that's a rough event. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's going to change anything. The guy was just smoking victims left and right. If anything, he would just be further up the track. The Bloodlust track. Okay, let's flip a terror card. Okay, we have another event, which is insane. Death Labyrinth is the terror card. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, all victims panic. All victims that enter the killer space are killed. Okay, so that's kind of good because we're going to start with this guy. We'll panic this guy first. If he exits the killer space, he's safe. Okay, he gets a 1-3, which is actually good. So he panics to the other side. That's big. We'll do this guy next. He panics at a 1. So can he panic off the board? Does he die if he panics off the board? Remember that the dark power... remember the dark power. Still, that didn't change the outcome. Oh, yeah. So if we're flipping... Well... Oh, he would have moved to the furthest victim from us. That's actually... We should go back and do that, yeah. Let's restart. The furthest victim, what did he do? He just killed a victim in this space, right? So we'll put that back. We'll move this down. He's going to kill victims still. We just changes which one, right? So it would be this one. That one would really hurt us. Furthest victim would be this guy, though. So let's do this one. He killed that victim instead, so then the event happened. And then we panic all the victims, so that victim panicked, so then we would panic. Where did this guy, does this guy panic off the board? Five. Okay, I guess they just stay. That one stays. That one stays. This one, it is the same victim. We got a 4 to a 6. This guy panicked into the Nexus. We can't get in the Nexus. I didn't realize how far away from you, right, or far away from the killer. The beginning of the killer phase, place Razor Face in the space with the victim farthest from you. Yeah, so I think it would have been this guy. It's from me. All victims panic. Any that panic into the killer space are killed. So no extra ones are killed. That's pretty much good news. And then we can flip an event card. So we have a third event coming out. You can't reach the original victim. Yeah, so what do we do about that? That's kind of what I was wondering. So officially is the farthest. Oh, so he stays back there? Really? I can't reach either, though. Like, I can't reach this one. I can't reach this one, and this one's actually further away. So we just went with the actual furthest, like proximity-wise. Barrier of Blood. Place the Barrier of Blood token over the Nexus on the side of your choice. It is now the only an exit or a search space, but not both. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Yo, this one's cooked. So we cannot no longer search the Nexus. I'm fine with that. We need the exit space, the extra exit space. We're never going to get our ultimate unlocked with this. This is so fucked. Alright, that's the killer phase. We have panic phase. Nobody's going to panic, thank God. Upkeep phase, let's flip our Hellscape tiles. So we're rolling the Hellscape dice. So you can go two ways. Act as there are no walls and see who is the furthest or rules of ambiguity. So we're going to go with ambiguity on this one. I think the ambiguity is favored here. We're getting cooked. We're getting absolutely cooked. So I don't think it's going to change the outcome. Whether we start with 8 or 12, we're still just going to die. Christie's so fucking dead that I don't think it matters. Let's roll these. It's just a matter of how she dies now. Is it going to be epic? Is it going to be a good movie? So Hourglass and thing swap again. So let's swap these two. These two tiles swap again. So that torture chamber keeps moving back and forth is basically what's happening there. Now the killer is able to get to this victim. So that's kind of tough. And we're still kind of stuck there. But we go into the action phase. With the action phase, we have a Hell Shift card. So we really don't want that horror to bump up. I kind of want to play another focus first. Let's roll focus. We get a single success and a convert. We take the single success, we bump the horror up, and we lose a time. We play Hell Shift. We get a single success and a convert. Let's take this single success, we'll spend another time, and we can swap any two Hellscape tiles of our choice. This is a big choice here. Immediately, I want to swap these two. And then I would like to spend my 2 tiers. We spend 2 tiers to move 1 space. So we spend 2 tiers. We move this into this space with these 2 victims. We play a walk. We roll 2 dice. We get a single success. We spend another time. We move 1 space. So we spend a time. We move these 2 victims closer to the exit space. We play sprint. We can pitch, retaliate, and close call for a single success, or we spend 2 time. Let's spend the 2 time to reroll both dice. We get a double success on the sprint. You love to see it. We're down to 1 time. We spend that time. We're down to 0 time. We can move 3 spaces. That's what I'm talking about, folks. You love to see it. Fuck yeah. We're getting 3 spaces here. We save 2 victims. We get 2 time back. We can actually move a 4th space. So, Let's do this. We're going to get our ultimate here on this turn. This is big. We check the location board. We're allowed to move 3 spaces at the moment. We move 1 space, we save 2 victims. We save 2 victims. What do we take? We take gain a health back. So with 3 spaces or 2 spaces remaining, we take move 1 space. So we get our health and we can move 3 total spaces now, correct? Because it was 3 spaces, we moved 1. So that's 2 left, plus 1 is 3. So we can move 3 spaces right now. So we go back to the location board. We go 1, 2. Oh no. Well, we were close to our ultimate, but not close enough. So we were able to pull those off of the board. That's better enough. Celebration for nothing, folks. It's fine with me. We're going to get back into it. All we're holding now is a retaliate. So we need to go into the planning phase right now with no time. So we just get our free cards back. We return the cards to the tableau. Sprint, close call, walk, hell shift was big, and focus. Okay, we reset the time to 6. Start of the killer phase. We move the killer to the furthest victim from me. This victim is 1, 2 spaces. 1, 2 spaces. It's a tie. Wait, what am I doing? Nexus is an exit space. Yo, good call, Chur Game. Let's back this up. Before we move the killer, you're so right. Why did I go like this? I was so fixed on this exit space. So let's go back a turn. So we had from here 3 spaces, correct? So we would go like this instead. 1, 2, 3, and we would save 2 more victims. Blood barrier is just making Nexus not only an exit space. Yeah, you can't search anymore. So good call, it's your game. I think you just saved the game, actually. So we're going to save these 2 victims. Okay, so we gain 2 time. There's no longer a minor dark power, so that doesn't affect us. Our time goes back up to, from 0, it goes up to 2. And then we have an additional victim saved, so we flip Christie. She gets her ultimate ability unlocked. During the killer phase, we draw 2 terror cards instead of 1. We choose 1 to resolve, and we shuffle the other back into the deck. I think that's going to be astronomical. I don't know what I just said, but it's going to be huge and imperative that we have that ultimate if we are going to win this game. For each additional victim saved, we move 1 space. So let's get... Oh, where do we go? Here. We can either move back. So we get to move an additional space. That was a lot of movement. So we can move back or we can move into here to start fucking getting the guy. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have a weapon. I'm starting to look at my items. Which way? I think we move there. But no, he's going to bounce over here, right? So I think we actually move there. Okay, so with our additional victim save, we move 1 more space. So we move there because he's going to eventually bounce to the furthest victim from us, which is going to be the last victim. So we take that. Then we go to the killer phase because we already did planning. We got our free card. Oh, actually, we have time. We have time left because we ended up gaining 2 time there. So, and also once per action phase, you may spend a health to gain 2 time. So let's do that. Let's spend 1 of our health. and go back up to 4 time. And this time we could purchase, with that 4 time, we could purchase a guard and a sprint. Or no, a Hellscape. Does Hellscape matter? We can access the victim. So I think we take a sprint and a guard. We take a sprint and a guard for 4 time. We reset the time to 6. We've returned the action cards to the tableau. Killer phase. So start of the killer phase. The location board. The killer is going to, at the beginning of each killer phase, place Razorface in the space with the victim farthest from you. So he's going to go here in this space with the victim. Okay, and then we have the killer's attack line. His final girl moves and attacks. So he's going to attack. He kills this victim. And then we flip a terror card. So for the terror card we have Spiral of Death. Shift each Hellscape tile 1 space counterclockwise. Okay. Shift each space Hellscape tile 1 space counterclockwise. Damn, those tiles move, don't they? Well, I want to purge that. Bloodlust increases to the max, yeah. Horror goes up to 6. Damn. So after we shift the Hellscape tiles, we have placed 1 new victim on the star. Place 1 new victim on the star, 1 new victim on the circle in the spaces of your choice. Let's put this one with us on the star. And on the circle, let's put them... We don't really have a choice. They're in the torture chamber. And then we have target the final girl, move, and attack. It's going to go like this. 1, 2. Ambiguity. So for ambiguity reasons, we're going to have the killer move this direction so we don't have someone killed in the torture chamber, which increases bloodlust again. We're going to have the killer move like this, and he's going to attack for 4. We're going to play retaliate here. Because if we do retaliate and we do some damage, we gain 3 time with pins of pain and pleasure. Hey, Hopeless Diplodocus, how's it going? The victim is always priority. So explain what you mean by that. Since there's a victim in the space with us, he goes there, yeah? I'm glad you like it. It's my new Wingspan hoodie. I had my watch band that was supposed to match it, but I forgot to put it on. You just been playing Wingspan? What are you practicing? There's no way you're gonna beat me. I'm like a world champ. Just kidding. I'm not that good. I managed a 110, which isn't too bad. 110 is actually impressive. Depending on if you're playing with Nectar or not, and it's actually really good if you're playing Asia without Nectar on duet board. Oh, I'll beat you. I am determined. Okay, that's fair. I would love to see it. I've been waiting years for anyone to beat me in Wingspan. I'm so good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that good, but I definitely know all the birds. It's definitely a knowledge game. If you can kind of pinpoint like, what's happening on the board, like between you and your opponent, and you can play off your opponent's weaknesses and strengths, then yeah, you can easily manipulate the game. Now I am intimidated. No, I wouldn't be intimidated by me. Uh, I mostly only play against the Automa, and I get excited if I beat the Automa. So, and I've lost a lot to the Automa. I do play on the hardest difficulty though, so I don't know. If there is a tie between who is closest, choose the group that has the most victims present. The final girl is not a victim if there is still a tie. Refer to the rules on game ambiguity. The victim is that's very brave. I'm not that good at Wingspan. I was just joking. But if you have physical Wingspan and you have a way to set up a way we could double stream it, I would definitely be down for that. I would set that up immediately in OBS. I mean, that's what I use, and we could multi-stream it. I'll try to get it. If you don't have physical, okay, you only have digital at the moment. That's fine too. We could just do digital. Digital would actually be easier. On Steam, yeah, digital on Steam. I have digital on Steam. I just don't have any of the expansions on Steam, but on iOS I have all the expansions. And I don't know how you would. I guess you could stream iOS version through Steam. I think they are cross-platform compatible. So, oh, you have them all. Okay, well that works. That's fine. Now I'm intimidated. Bad, very bad for the Cannabites. Cannabites? Are you calling them cannibals or? It's on. Yo, do you guys hear this? I'm being challenged in Wingspan right now on stream, live on stream. That's crazy. Who dares challenge me to Wingspan? Just kidding, obviously. Down to play. I'm just so used to playing solo. It's like someone else has to take their turn. I can't wait for it. Okay. So, how's this game going? It's basically hell. This is hell. A Cannabite is a member of a religious community. Dude, this guy with his cheer game with his quotes. A Cannabite, is he just Googling what a Cannabite is? A Cannabite is a member of a religious community like a monk or a nun who lives a communal life under a specific rule in pop culture. However, the term refers to demonic extra-dimensional beings from the Hellraiser franchise led by Pinhead who inflict torture in exchange for pleasure. So what you're saying is we can use our pins of pain and pleasure. We can use that since the killer's in our space. He recovers health, but we have to do damage first because he can't recover health if he hasn't lost any. And I think we're gonna do that here on the. On the retaliate. So he's attacking us right now for 4. Thoughts on giving the 4 damage directly to the victim, or do we try to save this victim? Because we could just let him attack the victim, right? And he would die from 4 damage. Or do we guard it? I mean, we have a guard, we have a retaliate. What do we play here? Is the question, really. Hold on a second. We're not using our ultimate ability to its. He's not attacking you. He's attacking the victim. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think we were even supposed to do this. Let's look at the other terror card because remember we can shuffle one back into the deck. Seductive Hell Pit is the other terror card. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Move each victim that is adjacent to a normal space into the adjacent to a named space into the named space. Target the closest victim, move, and attack. He is not attacking you. Each attack will have one target, either a victim or the final girl. The killer always attacks a victim on their space. Okay. You still need to resolve the action of the killer. We did the killer action, though. Oh. Wait, didn't I rotate these, though? That's the whole thing. Yeah, but we... Here, let me put it in plain for you. Ready? We rotated everything one. Where did he move from? This is what it was, bro. And we pulled a tarot card, but we're allowed to choose between the two tarot cards. So we should make a decision here based on what's going to hurt the most, right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong here, but the original killer action is move for 2. Now, did I already move him? Does anyone remember? There's no way anybody remembers this shit. I mean, I can't remember it, so. If the guy moved for 2, let's say we rotated him like that, right? And he was up there, then he moved for 2. So if he moves for 2 first, he would go like this. Yes, only the tarot card is missing. Okay, so he moves there. He can't attack anyone. Oh, wait, if he goes the other way, then he kills in the... Yeah, if he would go this way, right? 1, 2, and kill this guy. The bottom victim is closer. So 1, 2, he kills there. We discard the next terror card. Oh my god. So there goes Spiral of Death. So that is never going to happen. And then we have Horror goes up twice, which means we lose. Which means Bloodlust goes up again. Which means we discard another tarot card. So there goes 2 tarot cards. Yo, this is just spiraling out of fucking control, bud. Like, what are we gonna do? Okay, that's the end of the original killer action, though, right? So now we move onto the tarot cards, and we could draw 2 and pick the best one. Now, there's only 2 left, or 3 left, sorry. So that we have the choice between these 2 tarot cards. So we have new and darker experiences. Odds are we're just going to wrap this up with Christie dying, sadly. I don't see me beating Razorface with the way he controls the Hellscape, but new and darker experiences. Increase the horror by 3 or draw a new affliction. And then we have ecstatic torture, which is target the final girl, move, and attack, and then lose 2 time. We go with ecstatic torture, and we shuffle this one back in. So we're using our ultimate ability to discard a tarot card, or choose between the 2 tarot cards, and then shuffle the other one back in. And then we have static torture, so we're going to target the final girl, closest victim, move, and attack. Now, there's only 1 victim left, so let's look at the location board here. He moves for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. or 1, 2, 3, 4 puts him one space away. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to be in the nexus. I want to get off of the goddamn spinning map pieces. They piss me off. So let's have him go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in the nexus. That's where we will shatter his life. And then that was target the final girl victim, move and attack. He can't attack, so then we lose 2 time. We go down to 4 time. We never use those pins of pain and pleasure. Okay, so then we have end of the killer phase. We have panic phase and upkeep phase. So we're going to roll and flop these one more time. Now, hopefully we don't get too screwed by this. Let's roll our D8s here. All right, we have a Imperial Star Wars sign and a cross. So those two are going to swap. And it's going to be these two, so let's flip these. Oh my god, that makes the nexus so far away now. The map is ever changing. This one is so hard, hopeless. We weren't ready for it, to be honest. That's upkeep. Let's roll. Let's do some stuff. Now, if we sprint, the odds of us making it to an exit space are just slim to none. We would be choosing this exit space. And how many spaces is that actually away? You still love the map. It is a cool map. I will say, like, a little bit more practice on this map would be great, but we unboxed and played today blind. So we just weren't ready for this, if I'm honest. I know you tried to explain it too earlier, but okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. That's the way we're going to go. With a walk and a sprint, we could technically make it, but we need a double success. We're only rolling 1 dice, which is super sad. We could pop a focus to get out of that 1 dice. Let's do that. We're going to start off with a focus. 1 dice. We get a convert. We take that convert. We pitch short rest, weak attack. We increase the horror and lose a time. So we go down to 3. We're rolling 2 dice. Okay, now we sprint. Double convert is such bullshit. We pitch walk and guard for a single success. That's what I was worried about. We spend a time. We move 2 spaces. Should we go into this Sepulchre of Blood? Is there a weapon there? Whenever you end your movement on a Hellscape tile, increase time. That kind of sucks. The amulet? We don't want that amulet, dude. We want a fucking weapon, man. Where's the boomsticks? Where's the knives? Where's the good stuff? Because it's either that or we go into the torture chamber. Let's go into the Sepulchre of Blood. We have 2 time. We can pick up a search. Oh, the boomsticks. Yesterday we had a boomstick. And I mean, we just fucking unloaded on the killer, man. Kat, she won the game. You were there. All right, we moved 2 spaces. I think we have to stop there because all we have is a retaliate, so maybe we lose a health. Once per action phase, you may lose a health for 2 time. Let's do that. We're going to drop another health. We're playing risky at this point. It's fine. We go back up to 4 time. So we spend another health to go up to 4 time here from our discipline of choices. And then we're hoping to get down to our last health so that we can get rid of the gift of pain. Or no, torturous embrace. The boomsticks are dynamite. The boomstick was a sawed-off shotgun type situation. A one-handed shotgun, you know? Yeah, short shotgun. So you could technically get 2 boomsticks and boom, 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 boom. You know, and you'd be shooting the guy off the wall, so he would like fall off the railing and take more damage. You could shoot him through the wall of the building. It was pretty cool. We didn't end up doing any of that because we only got 1 boomstick and 1 flower box. So, yeah. Maybe something like that will happen here. You never know, though. We are going to pick up a search. So we go into the planning phase with exactly 4 time to spend. Let's look at the card tableau and see what we can purchase here. With 4 time, I think it's important that since we're in Sepulchre of Blood, we take a search. Okay, that leaves us with 2 time. Let's take a sprint. We get our free cards walk and focus back. We return the cards to the tableau. We move on to the next killer phase. So question about victim furthest from you. Is that going to be the one that's closest to us? I guess it would technically have to be, right? Yep, that sucks. Okay, so then start of the killer phase. The killer is going to bounce directly into our space, so I'm glad we have a retaliate. From the heliport dark power that he has is how he moves there. And then he targets the final girl, closest victim, moves and attacks. So you're saying that he just kills the victim here, yeah? He's not attacking us. We can't choose for him to attack us. Okay. So he kills the victim. We discard the next terror card. There goes new and darker experiences. We don't want that. We don't want any more new and dark experiences. We had enough. Once per action phase, when you are in the killer space, the killer recovers health, then you gain 3 time. We're not going to use that. I think it's useless. Okay, then we flip a terror card. Since there's only 1 left, we're kind of screwed here. Final terror card says Spiral of Horrors. Shift each Hellscape tile 1 space clockwise. Place 1 new victim. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. We don't want any more victims, bro. The finale comes out this turn. Like, what is happening? Shift each Hellscape tile 1 space clockwise. Okay, clock spin this way. So we're gonna go 1. I actually have trouble with that sometimes. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. The map is ever changing and it's ever so annoying. Okay, that is the new setup. Then we have place 1 new victim. Again, we're out of victim meeples. This is insane. Actually, there's more in the box. Hold on. Place 1 new victim on the Star Wars one in the space of your choice. And the hourglass one in the space of your choice. We're going to put him in the center. And I think we should put him there, actually, so we can save him faster. No, he's closer to the exit there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the new setup. And then we have another event. Dude, you have got to be fucking kidding me with these events. 4 total events are out right now. We weren't even really paying attention to Stare into the Abyss. We should have lost more time. But this is just chaotic transference. Sweep the Sepulchre of Blood and the House of Mutilation item decks. Or swap, sorry. Yo, are you serious? We spent all that time getting down there? And they swap now, so we know what the bullshit is left in this deck, right? Don't we? It was 1 crappy item. Dude, I hate this. I hate this game. Some bullshit, if you ask me. At least we can discard the event, so it's not something we have to follow. M Peebles is rating with a party of 10. Yo, you guys are wild. What's going on? Thank you for the raid. What's going on, everybody? We're getting our ass whooped in Final Girl right now as we speak. You came to witness the death of Christie. Christie's getting cooked here. Yeah, so that was the end of the killer phase. M Peebles, you're a champ. Thanks for the raid. We appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Me, on the other hand, I'm getting cooked here in some Final Girl, so we're dying fast. This is Razorface at Hellscape, and we're playing Christie. We have the ultimate ability unlocked, but it's useless because we're out of terror cards. Something I overlooked for sure. So welcome, everyone, and you can watch me get destroyed in Final Girl right now. So then we have panic phase. Nobody panics. We have upkeep phase. We have to shift the tiles again, so we roll the dice. These are the 2 D8s that come with the game I have never played as yet. I should get a copy at some point to play on stream as well. Yes, you should. It is very fun. You can pick like 1 or 2 of the feature films. The cool thing about these feature films is that all of the killers and the location boards are interchangeable. So if you end up getting 2 feature films, you end up with like, 8 possible configurations or something, or maybe 4. I don't know. Yeah. So it's definitely good. But we're getting whooped right now. The way we're actually playing is kind of like hardcore mode. So yeah, so we're playing hardcore, and the hardcore mode is like if Christie dies here, she's dead for good. We'll just, we'll get rid of her. She's out. Can't use her anymore. And then we go on to the next feature film, and so on. So yeah, fun stuff. But we are getting whooped. So we're gonna roll these D8s. And this map actually swaps around tiles, so we end up getting a star, and these 2 tiles are going to swap. So we swap these 2 tiles, and that really affects how we save victims and such. So, and as you can see, we are actually trapped in that space now. There is no escape, no way out. We had a way out. We're stuck in the corner with the killer. It is totally... Oh, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. You're a champ. So yeah, we're stuck in the corner with the killer. And really nowhere else we can go. And these tiles keep flipping, and it's very frustrating. But thanks for this prime sub. Hope you had a good stream. And I'll definitely be checking out your stream. I'll be popping in. So we have a search card. We need to find a weapon. Unfortunately, these 2 location items got swapped last turn. So we're going to see if we could find something else in the Sepulchre of Blood right now. So we're going to roll 2 dice on a search. And we've been rolling pretty unlucky. Kind of like that. We just got 2 tiers. So we got 2 2s, which is pretty bad. So yeah, we're going to take a tier on that. Oh, what do we do? We don't have a close call or anything. Maybe we should roll focus first. No, I think we're just screwed here. So we can increase the horror by 2 and lose 2 time. Let's reset the time to 6. This would increase the horror. And then if we do it again, Bloodlust goes up, but Bloodlust is already maxed out. And then we would lose 2 time. And we can take the top item card at our space. So we don't know what it is. We're going to reveal an item here. Let's see what we get. So our item, we have a bone key. Please be something useful. I mean, come on. Okay. Place the bone chariot in the closest closet. The bone chariot in the closest hellscape tile space once per action phase, while with the chariot, spend 2 time to move the chariot to any hellscape tile space. The chariot may move with you during the normal movement, but may not be moved off of a hellscape tile. So we can kind of ride this bone key around. That seems really good. Let's put that in our backpack and get the token out. And we place it on the closest hellscape tile. So the closest hellscape tile to us would actually be right here, right? Yeah. So we put that tile down. And once per action phase, while with the chariot, we can spend 2 time. This is going to help us get out of here, actually. I think this is really important that we got this. So once per action phase, while with the chariot, we have to get to it first. So we have to move a total of 2 spaces before we can use the chariot to escape, right? Let's try and get to it. So first we're going to start with a focus to get back to the dice, to 2 dice. We're only rolling 1 dice because the horror level's at 0 or 1 or whatever it is. Okay, we get a convert. So we can pitch 2 cards here to get a success on that. And I think that would save us, but then we wouldn't be able to walk. Damn. I don't want to pitch retaliate, but we're going to have to do it, I think. So we pitch walk and retaliate. Probably a big mistake, but we lose the time. We increase the horror, so now we're in the 2 dice rolling situation. 7 or max horror. Yeah, I'm not sure. We did that. We pitched retaliate. Probably a big mistake, but we got to do something. We have to get out of here. I'm trying to... Actually, I don't think that's a smart move. We should not pitch our retaliate. We did a focus, right? We got no successes. I think we just lose 2 time. So we go to 2 time. Ooh. This seems rough. 7 or max hard, that is the space name. What do you mean by that? Place the bone chariot in the closest hellscape space. And you still are at 7 right now. 7 what? Horror time? Really? The space name is 7 horror or max horror. Where? Am I stupid? I have no clue. I could have sworn we lost a bunch of time somehow, but we did a focus, we lost 2 time. We did a search, we lost 2 time. So if we started on 7, like, I don't know, I thought we started on 6, 5, 4, right? From the total flop on a search. But we took the top item, getting the chariot. Then we flopped on a focus too. So we don't pitch and we lose 2. So we're at 2 time. 7 horror. It doesn't go up to, oh, we're on 7. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, 7 horror. So we're stuck here. I don't really know what to do. Yeah, so we're at 2 time. Sorry, I got a little confused there. Yeah, we're at 2 time. All we have in hand is walk, retaliate, and sprint. I'm kind of wondering, do we even want to move out of that space? Like, we should just start killing him, right? Like, that's what I want to do. I want to just start beating this guy. Screw the chariot. We don't need it. Yeah, let's make it interesting. Let's just stay here. And spend our 2 time on, maybe we sell a walk. Oh. Maybe we sell a walk. We lose a health. Let's do this. I got it. We're back on track. Sorry. Okay, we're going to lose 1 health to gain 2 time back. So we go up to 4 time. When we're in the space with the killer, he can recover health, but we didn't do any damage, so we can't use that yet. So we're going to skip that. We'll go into the planning phase right now with 4 time. Let's pick up a Furious Strike. Okay, we purchase a Furious Strike. That's all of our time. We've reset the time to 6. We pick up our free cards. We return these 2 cards to the tableau. We enter the killer phase. He moves to the space with the furthest victim per the dark power that we revealed, Heliport. So the furthest victim from us, they're both unreachable. So we just move them here. So maybe we should have went with that Bone Chariot, huh? I don't know. Then he's going to target the closest victim and attack. Reveal the finale. Okay, so the finale's supposed to be revealed right now too. Yo, we're fucking up everywhere, man. This is bad. All right, so then this is the actual attack line. So we still do the dark power, but we have Chains of Torment. And Chains of Torment, I think we're just dead here. I'm not going to lie. This is where we just get smoked. I'm actually over the moving maps. It's getting annoying. We can't follow this guy around. So let's just let him burn us. So target the final girl, move and attack twice. Yeah, he's just going to kill this guy. So this victim's dead. And then when Razorface enters a space with at least 1 victim, increase the horror. Yo, this is absolutely insane. I don't know if anyone else has ever played this one, but I'm struggling deeply. So he attacks twice. He kills that victim. Bloodlust goes up. We discard a tarot card and he recovers health. Neither of that matters because we haven't fucking touched him. Also, horror can't go up anymore because bloodlust can't go up anymore because he can't recover health. It's pretty insane. I know. And you have easy afflictions. Just saying. All right. This guy. Okay. We could get... I was trying to get rid of this one. This affliction. When you or Razorface only have 1 health remaining, we can purge that and get rid of one of these stupid, useless items that we haven't used, right? So maybe we do that. Okay. So there's no tarot cards. That we survive, right? We do, that was killer phase. We have panic phase. There's no panic. We have upkeep phase. We're going to shift these freaking tiles again. We roll these 2. Those 2 tiles swap. So it's going to be this one and this one. Okay. Now that's our new map setup. So these 2 tiles were then swapped. So the victim is now over here. And then we have action phase. Back to the action phase where we can actually do shit. I was hoping to attack him, but I don't think it's possible. We would have to walk and sprint here. We'll start with a focus to get out of this single dice situation that we're in. Come on, bro. We take a tier, we spend both tiers. All right, we got a no success. We're going to move 1 space for a health, and we're going to purge an affliction here. So on no successes on a walk, We rolled a fucking tier. So with no successes on a walk, we move 1 space, spend a health, and lose 2 time. So we go down to 4 time. We spent our last health. And we can move 1 space. Let's move into this space. Okay? Then we're going to spend 2 tiers to move another space. And now we are in the space with the chariot. And we can spend 2 time to move with the chariot to any Hellscape space. Okay? So let's do that. We're going to go down to 2 time. We're going to move with the chariot to a new Hellscape tile. That's right, buddy. I'm in your space now. What are you going to do? Now we can start playing some cards. This is what I'm talking about. This is my favorite part of Final Girl, when we start beating the shit out of this guy, man. He's been torturing us all game. All fucking game, yo. We have 2 time left. Let's pop. Wait, what happened? Why didn't we do a focus? Let's do a focus. We have to get out of this single dice situation. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. We just have really bad luck today, man. We go down to 0 time. We take another tier. We spend the tier to get a time back. Oh my god. Let's do a weak attack. Hey, we rolled a fucking 6. Oh my god, look at that. So we get a single. We can't even do a weak attack. So it would have had to have been Furious Strike. So we do a single damage. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I kind of can't wait for Christie to die. I'm that mad at this one. I don't like this one. We got absolutely murdered here. So we decrease the horror. That's super helpful. We end our turn. We do 1 damage. Nothing. Why do we roll 2? The focus was a total failure, bro. We got no successes on the focus as well. Adrenaline? Where are you seeing adrenaline? Oh, adrenaline, dude. This guy's a champ. All right. Sure game. Good call. We start the action phase over. What did we do? Lose a health? This is so all over the place, man. I'm telling you, this is hands down one of the worst. One of the worst. See, I think I should at least play it before so I know what's going on. I'm so cooked. What did we do there? We used the chariot on a walk. Or we did a walk, we moved the space. Yeah, I get it. Now, we're rolling 2. So, let's just say that we moved to that space, okay? Now we do. Let's just do it in the same order just in case. So we'll do focus. Okay, we get a single success on the focus, so we spend a time. Were we really at 6? That would put us at 5. No, we would have walked. So we lost 2. Let's go to 4. See, I don't even know where I'm at. It's too fucked up. Increase the horror or decrease the horror. Let's do weak attack. Oh, we spent 2 to move the chariot too. There you go. So we're down to 2. We do weak attack. I don't know. I guess we would have to short rest. We'll try a short rest. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty cooked. Bro. If I roll another tier, I might whip these dice across the room. Give me some health back. 2 health. We're supposed to be rolling 3 right there, right? And then we'll do Furious Strike. Bro. Look how bad this is. I don't think I've ever rolled this bad in Final Girl. This is such a waste. I guess we get 2 tiers. We lose a health. We increase the horror and end our turn. Planning phase. Please, just I'm begging Razorface to just kill Christie here. Just do it. Because we're on the finale. We're gonna get attacked twice. Let's see, what do we have? We have retaliate. That's it. So yeah, I think we're cooked. Let's do it. Killer phase. Gonna teleport to the furthest victim away. Super fun that he just avoids us at all costs, right? I mean, how fair is that? Like, fuck off, Van Ryder games. Just saying. That's the dumbest dark power I think I've ever had to deal with. So every beginning of every killer phase, this guy just teleports onto a Hellscape tile, and we just got some chariot that's gonna help us move. Like, what are we really talking about here? He's gonna kill that victim. When he enters a space with at least 1 victim, the horror goes down, so we're back to 1 dice. Then he kills the victim, so the horror, he recovers health too, and we discard a tarot card, but we're on the finale, so it's impossible. There's no way. Maybe I'm just bad at Final Girl. So then, that's the killer phase. We have no panic phase. Thank God there's no victims. If we put another victim on this board and he teleports again, I think we just have to call it quits. With 2 time, we probably just would have bought a guard and returned these to the tableau. Okay. Upkeep phase, we roll 2 dice, and these tiles shift. So it's the hourglass and this tile. Yip-de-doo. So we have another tile shift there. And then we can get to his space. We are kind of far away, though. We just need to spend the 2 time, right? To use the chariot. All right, once per action phase, you may spend a health to gain 2 times. So we are going to do that at the start of this action phase. Let's spend our last health so that we get an extra dice. And we gain 2 time. Now we're down to our last health. We're going to spend that 2 time that we just gained on the chariot to teleport back to his space. I mean, seriously, look how dumb this is. Like, we're just teleporting around the board, chasing this guy down. Okay, now we're in his space. We're going to do a weak attack. Woo! Weak attack, we roll. We get a convert. We pitch 2 walks for a single success. I think that just kills us. But yeah, that's the best we have. That's all we have. Dude, I'm telling you, this is the worst one. Let's do that. We can't lose a health. So what happens? Like, we're dead. I think that is the result. We die here on our own weak attack. I mean, we can find out. We do a damage to Razor Face. We did 1 damage to Razor Face. That's it. All game. But we ourselves have to lose health. What do we do here? We don't have to end our turn, and we don't have any kind of short rest or healing. So I think this kills us. This 1 health is going to kill us. So we're going to flip our final health token. Yeah. What are the chances, dude? What are the fucking chances? Probably pretty high. We actually get 2 health back. I mean, this is insane. She just won't die. Should we sprint? I'm sort of thinking we just get off that space. Well, we can use that chariot, right? No, we already used the chariot. I thought we kind of want to stay on. Do we want to stay on that Hellscape space? On that tile that shifts? Or do we want to get to the Nexus? If we get to the Nexus, and he comes after us, we're only rolling 1 dice. This is the worst part of the game. I think we stay there. We have guard and retaliate. Let's just hold. Let's hold down the fort. Yeah, this is a long one. I always try to do like as fast as possible, and it ends up being like a 3-hour stream because crazy shit just keeps happening in Final Girl. I don't think I'm ever gonna recover from this one. We're gonna need a huge break. I'm talking like a day or 2. Let's end our turn there because we have retaliate, guard, and sprint. So we go into planning phase with 6 time. I'm fine with it. We got to pick up something that's going to help us. Let's take a distraction. That's 3, so we have 3 time left. Let's take a close call. Close call. I'm realizing now how big close calls are. So we have 2 left. We can take a guard. So we have 2 guards. Reset the time to 6. If there are no ignore this effect if there are no victims on the board. So he does not move. We love that. He's going to stay in that. He's going to stay here. Very good. Okay, we return the cards to the tableau. We have to survive this next action phase. Is it possible? I'm going to do a card count real quick. We may have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're good. Let's go. Killer phase. We have the finale revealed again, so we're going to target the final girl. Move. He doesn't need to move. He's in our space. And we're going to get attacked for 2. We have exactly 2 health. Or no, we're going to get attacked twice for 4, so that's pretty rough. Let's get attacked for 4 twice. Sounds fun. So for the first attack, 4 damage. Yo, why didn't we purge that effect? We did. We purged the effect. While we were on our last health, we purged the effect. Nobody saw that. We purged the effect and we discarded the Pins of Pain and Pleasure item. Because it's absolutely fucking useless. And then we guard this first attack for 4. Big time, that's what I'm talking about. We reduce damage from the attack by 2. So 4 minus 2 is actually 2. We take 2 damage. We're down to our last health again. I'm telling you, this is spicy. Okay, then he attacks a second time for 4. We do a retaliate. We roll 2 dice this time. We get a single success. We reduce damage from the attack by 2, and we do a damage back. We need a double success to ignore all damage. So we have to... I'm back for the cinematic ending. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it's your game. This got really messed up, like in the middle somewhere. Like there's just too much going on. But where we're at is we recovered 2 health. We did a weak attack, lost a health. That's how we checked our final health token, which is pretty weak way to die, doing an attack yourself. So we got 2 health back. So you picked very well on the final health token. It's right here. So we got 2 health back. We just lost that 2 health. And now we did a retaliate. Reduces the attack by 2. So it's actually 2 damage, and we do a damage back. But we need to somehow convert this tier. We do have a close call where we can re-roll that 1 dice. I'm thinking that's the best move. So we're going to do that. Okay, and it turns into a convert. Oh, I gave myself 3. Damn, why do I keep doing that? I think we're just dead. We re-roll. We have to pitch here. We pitch 2 focuses to get a double success and ignore all the damage. So we're just cheating at this point. I'm trying like hell to save Christie, but for what, really? Like, just kill her already. I'm ready. She can die. That's how I feel about it. So we'll say that we saved that, because if we took 2 damage and we only had 2 health, we gave ourselves 3. We just did 2 damage back. That doesn't purge the affliction. But it takes 2 damage off of him. I'm trying to make it at least like somewhat of a battle here. Yeah, we ended up getting... Yeah, that was definitely a 3 health. Yo, I can put it in there if you really want it. Yo, if it's not in here, you know what that means. Here it is. I mean, this game's already cooked, right? So we're fine with that. We do killer phase. I think we die here because we're holding on to a single guard and he attacks twice. So let's just get mutilated. I'm ready. Who's ready? We have killer action. He's going to ignore the dark power because there's no victims left on the board, and he's going to attack us twice. Well, I guess we could have done planning phase. What would we do, really? We would take an improvise for funsies and a distraction. And get these free cards back and return these. And let's roll our death here real quick. Now I got the cards all mangled up. Okay. So what's happening right now is he doesn't need to move. He attacks us for 2 or for 4 twice. So we're going to get attacked for 4 on the first roll. So we play a guard. Roll 2 dice. A single success reduces the damage from the attack by 2. And we're dead. Fucking finally, man. This one was horrible. Honestly, it is a lost game, but hey, at least we had some laughs. It's so true. That's really the only reason I play it. I actually appreciate that reminder in this moment specifically because we we can't win them all. I'd be happy to add Christie to the dead final girls list than play another round of me trying to figure out how these fucking Hellscape tiles, like, predict how they're going to move and try to chase this guy around on some bone key chariot. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? She's dead. It is what it is. We're going to add her to the dead victims or dead final girls list. We'll do that right now, and I think that's going to be it for today. Oh my god. If I was rating this one out of 10, I think it would have to be a 2. Like me yesterday, with 1 in 6 chance of dying and then dying. Oh, man. It's all good. It's more about the journey, right? Like you said, it's more about the journey. And our journey was short. So we can't play Christie anymore. That's fine. What was the other girl's name? Kenzie? Maybe we can give Kenzie a shot. The narrative. The narrative was Kenzie fought like hell, but she was not prepared for the Hellscape. Yeah, you can make a movie narrative out of each time you play. That's kind of what I've been trying to do. Some have been much better than others. If you watch like all of these on YouTube, I have them in a playlist, Series 1, Series 2, and they are all edited down to 15 minutes to 20 minutes max. One of them was like 30. But yeah, these are going to take a little bit for me to edit, but it's good to have them recorded. So that's why I did two this week. So we're way ahead on footage, which is good. You know, you can't win them all, obviously. Christie. What's the next one? You tell me. Let me check my app, my little companion. This is how I check. I just go to my collection. These are all the ones I own. We will do the special feature film, which is the North Pole Nightmare, around Christmas. And we don't own any of the specials, but the next one is the Falconwood Files, and that one is also unopened. Falconwood Files is next. Christie's dead. She's done. She's cooked. So for anyone that cares, those final girls are done. That pretty much puts our win to loss ratio about the same. If there's 6 dead final girls there, because we have Charlie, Uki, Veronica, Christie. So if we've lost 4, then we've won 8. Next film, Falconwood Files. Sorry. Or Flies? Falconwood Files. We're going to raid Wayne at Wingspan here. Guys playing Wingspan. Flan. Or Will. You're the champ. You're the man. Best Wingspan player. Oh, you want an opinion or a preview of the next one? Sure. I mean, you could give it to us next time. Oh, wait. Is he done streaming? Yeah, we're going to have to raid somebody else. Oh, Stranger Things. Dude, I can't wait for that then. That's really good. We might get into that next week. Who do we raid here? We need someone to raid. There's really nobody in the board games channel. There's a couple of people, yeah. Oh, wait, no. He's not ending. Yeah, he is. Who are we going to raid? We have to raid here. Oh, you want? It is a Stranger Things reference, especially season 1. Slayer only acts on the other side, and Falconwood has a win condition. You can't win without doing something first. Actually, I think that's important that you gave me that little bit of information, because next time, instead of doing like an unboxing and a blind playthrough, I might play through it off stream to get a little more knowledge, or at least read the rules beforehand, because I felt like super lost here. You know, I could even watch a playthrough of someone else playing through it before I do that. But appreciate the help again today, Cheer Game. So Falconwood has 5 missions. Oh, that sounds familiar. Who are we gonna raid, dude? We have to raid someone. A bunch of people raided us. Let's raid. Is there really no one out there? We're looking for somebody to raid here. Marvel Rivals Season 5 Early Access. This guy's got... Maybe we just go here. And there's a typo in the tokens. Yeah, this guy read the rule book so much he knows the typos. All right, Cheer Game, you're the man. That's going to be it for today. Appreciate the help once again. Hopefully you're there for the next one. We are going to do that for... we're definitely going to do that with the... Like, with the next stream, we're going to pretty much get a better understanding of the rules and how things work before we just go right ahead and unbox and play, because these tiles, this was a bit too much moving around. So that's gonna be it. But everyone enjoy the rest of the stream, and have a great day.